Well, this picture stunned the nation. A grandmother passed out in a running car with a 4-year-old boy in the back seat. All of this caused by an opioid addiction. It's a picture that unfortunately has repeated itself across the nation. And the opioid crisis continues to really grip the country.
And now Governor Charlie Baker has introduced a controversial proposal to fight the opioid crisis in Massachusetts. The CARE Act would allow medical professionals to commit patients who are deemed dangerous to themselves against their will for 72 hours into treatment centers. Current law allows involuntary commitment, but only with a judge's approval. This would allow pharmacies to only partially fill an opioid so that extras don't end up in dangerous hands. It also would mandate electronic filing of prescriptions to avoid fraud. And joining us tonight to discuss this is Patrick Cronin from the Northeast Addictions Treatment Center. Patrick, thanks so much for coming in. We appreciate it.
We appreciate it. And Patrick, you are a recovering opioid addict, and your parents did have you involuntarily put into treatment.
They did.
And this was with the judge's approval.
Yes.
The difference here. Can you tell us just about your experience of your parents committing you?
Yeah, so I had tried treatment a few times, and I was kind of doing the in and out thing where you see a lot of addicts doing today. And at this point, I wasn't willing to go into treatment, but they saw me falling lower and lower and lower, and they had discussions with some friends of theirs. My brother's actually a lawyer, so he kind of gave some legal advice in regards to that, and they found out they could involuntarily commit me, and they did. And obviously at that point in my life, was I happy when it was being done? No, but I was like steps away from dying. It was literally the worst point in my life, but I was so consumed with drugs that I couldn't reach out and ask for help.
You really think it saved your life?
Oh, if they didn't section me, I would have died for sure.
Your parents needed a judge's approval to get you committed. This proposal would strip that away. For 72 hours, you could be committed without it. Do you agree that that's the way to go?
I do, because there's so many situations now since I've been sober helping families in these situations that, if it's a weekend or if it's after hours for courts, when you need to get someone into treatment, like you have like a very short period of time when they say, maybe I'll get help, or when they possibly could die. And, after 5 o'clock, what are we going to tell a family? Oh, wait till tomorrow. On a Saturday, if someone needs to, if they go to the hospital and they overdose and they're lying and they're in a bed, oh, wait till Monday. Like, that window is very small, and they could die once they leave. I know friends of mine that have went into a hospital, overdosed, got let out of a hospital, and they died.
And then they died. But you obviously have heard the arguments. There are real civil liberties issues here. What do you say to people who are really concerned about a doctor stripping someone of their rights in this way?
I mean, I don't take those liberties lightly at all, for sure. And I think there's a lot of positives and negatives to this, and I try to listen to them all. But when I heard Governor Baker speak at an event, I think it was last year or the year before, I think he said it well when he said something like, a crisis like this, we have to kind of go off the books. Like, we kind of have to go off the norm. Because if anything else was probably happening in this city that was causing, like, epidemic deaths, we probably would have to go off the books and maybe do things that people don't like. And
people are allowed to be quarantined, for instance.
This is trusting a doctor's judgment in the moment about what patient needs to be involuntarily committed and which does not. Do you worry that this could backfire, that you have a patient who comes in, they get involuntarily committed, and then they become averse to treatment because they were forced into it?
I mean, I think it's tricky. I think it can go either way. I've never personally had a situation where someone was sectioned and they said that it was a bad thing, So I think at that moment, some people might not be ready for treatment, but when it's happened after the fact, I've never heard anybody say, like, this was a bad thing.
And when you got out, what did you say to your parents?
I told them, thank you so much for saving my life. Now, that wasn't in the first 24 hours that they did it, but a few weeks after into it, and I was, like, starting to learn, like, that I'm worth being alive for. Like, I pleaded with them all the time. I said, thank you so much for doing that.
How long had your addiction problem gone on?
When I got committed?
No, from the beginning.
Oh, probably close to 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
And then the treatment did help.
And 13 years sober now, Patrick.
Coming up on 13 years.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you coming in. And Northeast Addictions Treatment Center. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, Patrick. And we want